What's up, fellas? What's for lunch? We don't do breakfast out here. We just skip right over all that. Oh, nice, Ray. How was the vacation? No volume? Okay. I got you, Ray. All right, fellas, it puts us down to 11. I gotta put that pinned comment on here. That probably would help. There we go. Well, Ray can't hear. Let's see. Well, I bet it feels good just to be home or heading home. Vacations are great. The traveling part sucks. Whew. Oh, man. You ever wake up with like plans to do a bunch of stuff and then you really don't feel like doing anything? That's kind of where I'm at right now. You'd still hear the horror movies going on in the background. No wonder why my dreams are all effed up. Sleeping to slasher films all night. And I didn't even drink yesterday. I've just been on a mission, like selling certain cards. I'm just debating going to the National coming up. Since I sold that Bowman set, I'm trying to upgrade that Mickey Mantle that I have. But man, these people are asking, and now I get it. There's a little premium for some eye appeal, but these guys are asking like 30%, 40% more for the same grade, which is nuts. I mean, I'm fine with paying a little more because it's got nicer eye appeal than the last card that's a 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is. But these people are taking it to a whole nother level. And I'm totally fine with keeping the card I have. The Spurs let me down. Yeah. You know, I didn't watch the whole thing, obviously, but, you know, as a Cleveland fan, I can sympathize or empathize. What's that word I'm looking for? You know what I'm trying to say. I feel your pain when it comes to sports. '16 was the best. With the Cubs, Cleveland, Cavs. Just to show you how lazy I am yesterday, I have a whole case of water that just sits by the mini fridge. And I still haven't loaded it up. I just keep looking in there and it's empty. And yeah. So there's that. Take a sip, set it down, get another one, stack a few. Yesterday, finish that too. You always want your team to do good, but man, after like bad news, I can't stand the talk radio that's just like they beat the same story because they have nothing to talk about. Like, I'm not going to listen to talk radio for at least 2 or 3 days because all they're going to be talking about is Jose Ramirez not being there. Jose is hurt. Season's over. Already online. It's all you see. It's like people just want to complain and be miserable. I don't get it. The guy's not dead, you know. He'll be back. Someone else got to step up and bat 220 or whatever the hell he's been batting. It's the big leagues, man. You gotta step up. Next man up. That's how you find out if you got new good players on your roster, you know? Yeah. I mean, anybody at third base, that's tough. That's one of, if not the toughest positions outside of catcher is third base. Like everybody else, man, when people go down, hopefully you got someone that can at least not say be the same, but at least they can produce, you know. That's what you're looking for. Definitely sucks not having them there. But hopefully things don't drag on and it's nothing else. That's a small bone. That's all I saw. We'll see if it's You know how people have those lingering injuries that they're constantly going back and forth with. If it's something like that, you got to make a decision mid-season quick. Like, do you shut it completely down or do, surgery, rehab? I don't know if they can repair that. That's why I don't want to listen to the, because then you're going to have idiots on the radio sounding like surgeons and bone specialists. Oh man. What's for lunch? What do I order? What do I eat? What's everybody doing at the crack of dawn here? Are we still on breakfast hours or what? What? I want to be productive today, and I'm going to be productive, and this box full of junk that I just throw everything into, I'll clean it out today. Ooh, crunchy tacos, nice. That sounds good. You know what? Tacos don't sound bad at all. That doesn't sound bad at all. We have this place that just opened up. It's called like Quintaro or something like that, or Quintero. Quentin Tarantino. They have the best. I mean, the rice is like that sticky rice, You ever go to Chipotle and it's like sometimes you get that hard rice or it's mixed in and it's just not. They don't mix the rice. I don't know. Chipotle just isn't the same. I'll still eat it once in a while, but we got better options over here. We got a lot of like mom and pop stores. I call them mom and pop because they're small. One location that just have some amazing tacos. The beef tastes better, pork's better, the chicken's just different. They got different options than just a couple that Chipotle has. I just seem to have better luck with those local spots. When I say local, that's what I consider them. Non-chain places, right? We have, like in Cleveland, there's like a whole area with Lebanese food, Spanish food. There's American Chinese food everywhere. We've got, you name it. You want to try 30 different spots for Chinese food. You got your pick. More than that, but they're everywhere. That's one thing Cleveland has. We've got no shortage of food spots. Cuban. A lot of Indian food too. There's a lot of Indian. I personally don't like the curry, but there's a lot of Indian food. I'm sure there's other stuff that Indian food has that's not made with curry. But I don't like the taste of it. I tried the yellow, the green. To me, it's all, I don't like it. Yeah, the Mexican restaurants, man, they're everywhere. We have, bakery, you name it. That's one thing we've got. Just endless amounts of options. I think we get spoiled by it. Like right now, I can order from several hundred different places, you know, right to my door. Don't have to leave the house, nothing. It's just it's too much. When you're near the city, it's like there's just, you drive 1 mile and you have like 4 gas stations, cell phones, hair places, massage, 15, 20 different food places and within this little stretch. And then you go another 2-3 miles and then hit another stretch of the same thing. And they're just fighting for the same business, but they stay open because that's all we do around here is eat. What do you guys want to do? Eat. You ever see Jim Gaffigan, that stand-up where he's like, I don't know. They just like leave a restaurant, or he says it way better than I remember it, but he's like, I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to get something to eat? I got to find that and pull that up. He just goes on about constantly eating.
Truly magical, though. You can walk around sweating your ass off for 12 hours and still gain weight. I know it's 110 out here, but these fries taste great. We eat, you know, because we want to have a good time. Really, that's all a vacation is. Just us eating in a place we've never been. Well, why don't we eat something, then we'll go and get something to eat. And we'll see that thing we're supposed to see. They probably got a snack bar there, right? After that, we should probably get something to eat, though. Then we'll eat something. And figure out what makes
he
Disney
freaking nails it. Yeah, it's about Disney. That's just great. Or amusement parks in general. It's funny. Oh, we should probably eat something. Bryce Elder, that's the guy I was missing. Sold a lot on eBay. And I've had this lot on, I don't even know where these cards are at. Bryce Elder, I don't know if he's any good. Somebody bought it. Had like a 5-card lot. What was that? Maybe an orange or something like that. But I probably had this thing listed for over 2 or 3 years. And now I gotta find these cards. I probably gave them away for all I know. But I look. Hopeful that I have them. Another reason why, like Ron says, selling those smaller dollar cards, it's kind of tough when you're on eBay. Mark, just to let you know, I shipped that jersey with your box. Mark, you're still hanging out in the chat. I still have the package you sent me. I haven't even opened it up, but I know the jersey's in here. So you sent me that like weeks ago. But it's here. And I put the I think it was a soda one. Put that in your with your stuff. I still got this the Vladdy jersey that I've won in that giveaway with the donations. Trying to think who's Jeff Shaw is the Blue Jay fan. He's really in Mike ripping for rookies breaks. He's always the guy that's on screen with the glasses. The other guy with the glasses, Jason. They're both from Canada. They're both fans, so maybe they can rip the jersey in half. Has he really? I haven't paid attention to him. Yeah, I haven't paid attention to Vladdy at all. Yeah, I don't. Sometimes when those guys play for so long, they're, not people find them out, but with all the analytics, they start pitching differently, and I don't know. Maybe you got to make a different approach sometimes. I guess try something new. I've got some of these from a collection that I got. I never pulled any of these, but this is from 2012. These are just like relics. They're not from any specific thing. It just says historical stitches, and it's players like Roger Maris and stuff like that. But I just think they're pretty cool. They're not expensive, but they got that probably too thick of a thing, but it's almost like a wool, like the old jerseys. I don't know when they stopped using that fabric or that material, but yeah, when we did those big league breaks, guys, dude, this would be one itchy jock strap. Imagine having to wear this thing and that hot Atlanta sun. If anybody has these Otanis, this is "Hello, my name is." It's like the graffiti. I couldn't believe. Again, the Otani stuff is out of control. There's a couple big leagues, and I know we open tons of that stuff. So if you guys have some, go ahead and pull that stuff out, man, and cash in for some other cards that you want. I'm going to start taking payment for stuff. Send me your Otanis so you can cash in. Hank Aaron. Yeah, I'm just looking for these cards that I sold, that I posted like 2 or 3 years ago, and I have no freaking clue where they're at. But I have some good stuff in here that's for Braves fans. That's a nice black Soroka. I believe he's with the Yankees now, right? That's out of 69. That's the problem, man. That's what I was telling what's his name. I know I keep saying this and sound like a broken record, but man, you got to go through your cards. One of the best looking stadium clubs, in my opinion. See this right here? How it's got this stitch. Well, there's actually the older stadium club has, Magnus, you might know, but the stitching that's like raised, it's actually on every card. It's like embossed, but this is a newer version. This is 2021. And it's a throwback of that design, but it's just printed on. But that's a great year of stadium club. And I don't know with those little ridges on there, if those would be less bricked up, because I was thinking about getting a box. I don't have any of that, but I was thinking about trying to find a hobby box to break open. There's another black. I think it's black to $2.99 from Garen. Ryan Klesko, man, he was one of the real deals. There's the Acuna, but I already have that for the Sweet Shades. There it is. Found them. Here's the lot. This is the lot that I sold. So it's a refractor, it's blue, auto, base, and then purple base. Yes, almost like the Ovation set. Yeah, well, the Ovation is a lot more money. That's a beautiful set. Those cards have the baseball grain. But yeah, it's almost like just a little bit of it's the same exact card, but it's raised in the corner, and it's got this part is embossed right here. And that's why this back is like a throwback to the older card. So I don't know what year it is. I'll have to check it out. But you know, the problem with all those cards, why they brick, is because the same glossy front is on the back. You know, when you have a chrome card, then you have this satin finish. It's not going to stick. This is like the unique 50 out of 50. Obviously, it's a no name. I opened a box and got this, but it's still a cool gold card that if somebody had this random stuff for Cleveland, I'd be all over it. I'd want every single one of these cards. Problem is, these things end up in those dollar boxes, you know, because the player didn't make it or whatever. And they sit in boxes like mine and other people's collections, and they never see the light of day. They never see the right, you know, they don't go to a Braves collector. What's up, Nick? Yeah, I'm just going through some. Are you Nick? Who do you collect? I know who Artie collects. I know who. Magnus, I was also going to ask you, man. I know it's a big ask. I know you got a lot of crap on your mind and a lot of stuff going on. But if you can include any, even if it's a sticky note on some of those things that you're sending my way, it'd be nice to have, just so I can do some of my own research. I'm not saying you got to write a 5-page, paper on it. Oh, you're a Braves fan, dude. You want to trade? I mean, I trade a lot with what's his name? Jesus, Adam's Card Closet. And I've got tons of Brave stuff. And I've got some good stuff too, but I'd like to trade. I mean, I'm not looking to sell. I'd like to trade cards with people. Anybody can come up with money and buy something, but I enjoy trading and keeping things in my collection that come from other people. Will I trade a one-of-one Acuna for 50 base cards? No, I'd like to get something better for that, but I'll trade in your favor if you have like Indian stuff. Oh man, yeah, it's endless, man, the amount of stuff that I have. And it's not just, it's just all random. This stuff I have to sit here and sort. But I've got prospect stuff, stacks of autos. Yeah, you name it. That's cool. The Garbage Pail Kids. I love those. There's Freddie Freeman opening day. Some Dansby. Yeah, I have everything sorted by player for this stuff needs to get sorted. But yeah, Acuna's. Those are all PSA 10s. These are all the tops now, the whole run, including the bonus card right there. I want to trade this in a lot because it's the whole run of all the tops nows from Acuna, all in PSA 10. I think there's 12 of them. Yeah, and I send tons of cards to Adam, and he'll pick through them, and then he'll send them back, whatever he doesn't want. It's not like I have junk here. Like, he picks through it all. He just has a lot himself. He's a big Braves fan, Chipper fan. But yeah, there's lots of Acuna stuff in here. All relics, patches. Here's a red foil parallel to 25. I think that's a redemption that's not used. Here's a out of 5 jumbo patch. There's a gold to 50. Yeah, if there's other card, I collect everything, so I've got stacks and stacks of Acuna, from paper to base to inserts. I have tons of Brave stuff. Like when I was growing up, I got to watch the Braves on TBS, but mainly in the daytime. When I got out of school, it was Cubs. So when we first had cable, it was all Cubs. So there's some more Acunas. There's the red sepia. There's a nice. I love the beam teams. Like this card, I'm keeping. Beam teams are great. These are those short printed ones that came in series 2, I think. There's a red unleashed. Yeah, so this box just has. I think this box has all Acuna. Let's see. Yeah, these are all Acuna. And then, but this is a lot of stuff that I have that, if you're a Braves collector and you like older players or certain players that you collected and just random stuff. Like, I don't even know if some of these guys are still in the minors, and I don't have time to look them up. It's still time consuming. But yeah, I'm gonna go through this stack here and pull out all the Acuñas and stuff like that. Stack them up, put them back in their slots. Yeah, Hank Aaron's my favorite player. I just do Indians. Yeah, I if it's an Indians player that I don't have, I'm interested. Even if it's a guy that's out of the league, I would still take it. Even if it has, if it has very little value or if it's expensive, I'm interested. Jose Ramirez obviously is my favorite. My favorite Indian when I was growing up is Kenny Lofton. So Indians, not in the Braves. He's got to have the Indians uniform, no Braves. I do have some Lofton and some Braves. I'll trade those if you're interested in those. And I'll look at anything. If you just want to send me a text like, hey man, this is what I've got. Here's a picture or here's a trade folder. I don't know if you have like a photo bucket, photo dump or a link that has all your trade bait. There's not Hank Aaron. What happened to Drew Waters? I remember this kid being something. 41st overall. What's his story? I was setting his cards aside years ago. Yeah, random stuff like this. Not very expensive, but if you're a Braves fan, out of 50. Cheap cards, but they're cool to add to your PC that don't break the bank. Yeah, then I'll come across like a random stack of just older player autos. That's a cool jersey. Game worn futures game. I have the Miguel Cabrera in this, but there's a couple good players in this set. You could actually get these boxes for a pretty good price, and I think you were getting like one per box. Wheels up soon. I trade for Guardians. It makes sense. Wheels up soon. Wheels up soon. Oh, wheels up the plane. Nice, Ray. Okay, Ray, I got you, buddy. I'll do my best to get you the tribe. Yep. Yeah, just randomness. Smoltz, relic. A lot of randomness. Nickname Crime Dog. Here's a cool chipper. It's the blue. There's a blue and the red, and then there's the refractors. But these Bowmans, they get this. They call it hulking. It's like this green tint over time. And this is a box I just opened a year ago, maybe even less. But pack fresh cards, and they get this toning to them. Even the base ones, not just the refractors. If you look at some of the Kobe Bryants that are selling for like $10,000, it's like they have that green tint to them. Here's a cool Andrew Jones to 149. Yeah, I got a lot of Michael Harris. I think he's been playing all right. Oh, here's that Bryce Elder guy that the guy bought. I don't know why somebody wanted that, but you never know why people collect. I collect a lot of stuff that doesn't have much value at all. Max Fried, whatever happened to that guy? He was a big time prospect, wasn't he? 7th overall. I don't know what happened to these guys. I don't follow the teams like I used to. Hard enough time with the Cleveland. Yeah, then I got a lot of stuff like team cards. I'll have a stack of teams. I don't know if you collect the team stuff. I collect a lot of like the team cards I like, and then the mascots. So I'll have a stack of stuff like this. Gold. There's a black, and there's another gold. This is out of 75, I think, because it's that's first edition. These are out of 150. No, this is out of 25. Yeah, so a card like that. Team cards, if you collect the team stuff. Oh, is he really? Oh, Max Fried's the one on the Yankees. So where is Soroka at? I thought Soroka was the one that went to the Yankees. So Fried is the one. I've got a lot of Max Fried cards, I think. Unless, what's his name, took them all. That's just, I've got a whole nother box like this stuff. You know who I liked? I liked Ozzy Albies. I was collecting a lot of his stuff. I wasn't selling or anything. I was keeping his stuff. He had his best year behind the MVP season of Acuna. I think it was Acuna MVP season. Ozzy Albies had he was right underneath him with like just an amazing year. And I don't know how he's doing. I know he got hurt at some point after that. What's up with Strider? I have the Spencer Strider. I've only seen one on eBay. I got it like at 1,500 or best offer. It's the X Fractor Auto and a PSA 10 and 22 update because that stuff was so miscut and so poorly made. I just kept it at a high price. And I think Adam has the card right now. I shipped him a bunch of cards that, he's going to just trade me stuff for. But I sent him a lot and I still have all this. So there's plenty of Brave stuff to go around. He sucks. Tommy John for a third time. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, but this is a cool card for like a Braves guy, right? I mean, to have that in my binder, an Indians card that's black. But no, seriously, how's Ozzy Albies doing? This whole box is pretty much a coupon. Yeah, that's why I push trading down because I'm like, everybody has cards in their collection that you'd love to sell. It takes time. All-Star this year, nice. Yeah, Acuna just got hurt again. Hopefully it's not too long. I don't know if I showed these off, but here's some more relics. That's cool. I always like these waves. I believe it's 50 print run on the inserts and 30 on the base cards for this year. There's a black, there's a base, there's a blue. Manufactured relics. So that's the story behind the behind those wave cards. Yeah, that's cool, man. All-Star, I like it. Yeah, and I have a stack of these prospects. Certain guys, I don't know if they're any good anymore. Mario Baez, the Drake's coffee cakes. Yeah, again, that's the problem with every team right now. At least the teams that are winning. How about the White Sox, man? First place out of nowhere. Imagine you bet the White Sox before the season to win the division. What was that bet? Like 500 to 1? Just throw like a 10 spot on it or something. And I've got a lot of the older stuff too, like the older Braves players, Justice, Glavine, Smoltz, Maddox. Yeah, did you tell me how Drew Waters is doing? Yeah, I got to go back through all the older players because I've got some. I know I've got some sneaky good 90s inserts, and those things are just skyrocketing. But a lot of that stuff I like to keep because that's what I collected when I was younger. I didn't have a lot of money to buy those packs, so if I ever got like money for Pinnacle, stepping up to $1.50 a pack was a lot. So I was more of the quantity. Give me more packs for, give me the Tops, the Score, the Don Russ and Flair. He gone. Is he really? Is he still in the league though? Is he like anywhere? Schwellenbach. This kid was supposed to be good. The Spencer Schwellenbach. There's a first edition. Spencer Swellenbach. I thought he was an early pick, right? Let's see. 52nd round. Second pick of the second round. Yeah, 59th overall. Oh, he's having a decent season. Well, he's young too. I mean, he's a rookie, not young, but he's he was a rookie in 24 or 25. All right, well that's good. I also had the Braves a lot in breaks. Bill frickin' Woods. I coined that phrase. I remember Stryker was getting Bill Woods when his product came out. He was opening Sapphire. Then I opened Sapphire, and we both got the same garbage. William Woods oranges and reds. Yeah, I've got the most random stuff, like Tukey Toussaint. Whole stack of them. I know he's a nobody, but a lot of the nobodies for Cleveland too is who I'm looking for. I pulled this. Here's an older Braves. You're a Braves fan, you know who this is. Yeah, I heard Blaze, and he hit a bomb. Dude, I got to get my Blaze Jordan cards out. I'm stacked with Blaze Jordan. I'm sitting on at least a couple thousand worth, if not more. Yeah, he's great, but that's what happens. The Boston Red Sox give up on everybody. They overpay for pitchers. I'm sorry, but they're just not a well-run team lately. I'm talking like the last 15, 20 years. They're not. And Jared Schuster. See what I mean? Like 3 autos just sitting here. Like, I know these have some value. Maybe they're $5 cards. I don't know, but these are cards that belong in a Braves hand, Braves collector, right? Like I don't need 5 nice Schuster cards and 20 base cards, right? 2, 3, 4. That blue's nice. There's 5 nice ones, 3 autos, and then the gold's not bad. These aren't bad. Yeah, good for him though, man. He's had a rough go. But I love to see guys that, and also for us too, man, we save those cards. We buy into breaks. We collect those cards. We don't sell those cards. We don't trade those cards because he's supposed to be the big guy. And, when that stuff happens, you're like, shit, this sucks. His cards are so down. I can't get rid of them now. I'm in too deep. Here's a couple more Acuñas. Yeah, I'm just going through these miscellaneous that get piled up over months and months, and I don't put them away where they're supposed to be. So we're gonna make sure we put the key names in stacks where they go. Javi Lopez, yeah, dude, I remember Javi Lopez. Javi Lopez when I was. There's another LPs, St. Karen, Murphy, Smoltz, Jeff Jones, Chipper. Yeah, let me see if I may have a Lopez in here. I think I do. Oh, Michael Bourne. We had him over in Cleveland. The Bourne effect. It's a mini from 2012 rookie. Matty Olson. More Chipper. I think Aaron. Smoltzy. Let's go ahead on this Justice. Will Woods, get out of here. We'll consort him later. Yeah, like this card I got in the break, and it just sat there. My dumb, you gotta post this when the product's hot because there is people that collect him. I mean, that's a nice out of 50 auto, probably a $5 card or something like that. Yeah, the only Maddox autos I have are on card from like the rookies. I PC the Hall of Fame rookies in slabs, so that I don't have a. I don't think I have a Maddox auto, but I'll check. So there's Freeman. There's a more good. These get popped away. Let's say like a Harris. Those there. Stack the Albies. Adam Duvall. Jones, Chipper. Smoltzy right there. Strider. Yeah, this was the Braves that I always liked. And then 95 happened and they fucked my Indians. Maddox with that strike zone that was the size of a fucking city trash can. Yes, I'm bitter. I'll say it. I don't care. Schwellenbach. Some more free rookies. Schwellenbach. Chris Sale. Yeah, Chris Sale. Chris Sale is with the Braves too. Chris Sale. Nacho Alvarez. Love that dude. Probably doesn't play any good, but I love his name. Yeah, that's a cool card for a Braves fan. Probably worth $1. You know, Braves border. Those cards don't belong in my collection. How's Dansby? Dansby Swanson. Is he still with the Braves? Is this the same guy? Is this Nacho Alvarez? Ignacio? Is this Nacho Alvarez? I don't know if that's the same guy. Where's that card at? Where's that Nacho head? I just like his name. Let's see if that is his name. 41103. Yeah, that is him. Nacho. I'm big on guys with funny names. One of the better looking inserts in a long time. They're not very valuable, but these just look awesome. That's a base. The letters here will be green and red and orange if you get a parallel, but I think these are some of the best looking inserts in a long time. That's cool. Bomb Squad. You guys remember these? Don Russ triple play. I always like these. They remind me of the studio from '92, I think it was. But the Bomb Squad had like these are like the flight things, the pins, you know, the air pilot things. What do they call those? Airmen. Your breast pin, I think that's what it's called. That looks like that. I just like I guess black and white or sepia. I think those look cool. Adam Wainwright was with the Braves. Got drafted by the Braves. I didn't know that. There's a Waino. Smoltzy. Yeah, I collected Smoltz. All those guys. Who was the guy that had trouble throwing to first or couldn't throw after a while? Was that Chuck Knobloch? Who was the guy that was the first baseman, I think? I bought his 22 stadium foot vintage variation of the day. Oh, nice. Who's the guy that was it Chuck Knobloch? I think that's who I'm thinking of. Cole Phillips, he was another one that was an early pick, right? Yeah, 57th overall. I wonder what happened to these guys. Bill Woods, Dylan Dodd, Luke Jackson. Kyle Moore. Justin. How about Justin Henry Malloy? And he's born in 2000. He's considered old now, right? Is that old in baseball these days? Matty Olson, pink to 50, Mother's Day. Sean Murphy, Shoemake. Like that's a Cunha. What am I doing here? Cunha. These are Aaron's. Cunha. These are Michael Harris. Michael Harris. Maddox. Ryan Klesko. Yeah, another good one. There's a Javi from 93 foil. Got the Maddox going. Pile for him. Yeah, this all makes sense soon as I open the other box. Where these go. Let's go through this last stack, see if there's any autos in here. Ian Anderson, he's another one that I had a bunch of. Oops. AJ Smith Shawer. Wonder how he's doing. I know I have a lot of him. I just had a string of Braves in breaks too. That's why, like I said, I think I got some of this newer stuff. Hurston Waldrip, first rounder. I think this was like a stack of pictures. Vaughn Grissom. Yeah, he went to, didn't he go to the Red Sox? Vaughn Grissom? And then I don't even know if he's playing anymore. Waldrop's been hurt. Okay. Let's get this Shoemake, Braden Shoemake. Shoemaker. Yeah, so it's like, don't give up on guys too easy. Chris, Colby Allard, I remember him. Cleveland had him. We got him from, I don't know if we got him from the Braves or off waivers, but Colby Allard. Charlie Morton. A whole bunch of those. A lot of Vaughn Grissom too. Michael Harris. Eddie Olson. White Parallel. Chipper. Yeah, a lot of Cole Phillips. Freeman. Gold Futures. Dansby. Joe Alvarez. Freddie Freeman. I love these emeralds. Those are great looking cards. All right, that seems to be it for this stack. Yeah, that must be different. This is rinsed off Ronald and just a regular. I know there's like, this is C, A, there's A, B, and C, I think, for each player. All right, guys, anybody new joining in? 12, 11, 11 spots left. You gotta, let's go do some more of the first cards. You said Lopez, Javi Lopez auto. Let's see if I have one. All right, Nick, if you're still here, these are some of the Striders that I have here. Ginter back, SP image variation, and just a bunch of inserts, gold, rookie cups. Nothing crazy outside that PSA 10 that I have, the X Factor. So I have every player just assorted. So if you're interested in a specific player, it's easy for me to pull, but like Soroka, stuff like that. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what I'm also into. I'm also into the image variation short prints, stuff like that. Just random Tim Hudson. Everything's sorted by individual player. So it's easy to find once I keep up with it, obviously. Stuff like, I don't know, you know prospects better than I would for your own team, but players like that. Like whoever. All right. Let's see if I have. That stuff. Brown, Schuster, Crystal. There's a Blue Father's Day Future Star out of 50. Swanson. A lot of randomness. That's a cool short print. I don't think they're numbered, but they're pretty tough. These are just that black border from Finest. Team Karen. Franklin Squad. Smith Shaw. A lot of Ozzy Albies cards. A lot of Albies. Here's Michael Harris stuff. Plenty of rookies, color, gold to 50. Being team. Some colored stuff there. Auto. So yeah, lots of Albies, lots of Michael Harris. Whole stack of Von Grissom that I never sold. Got stacks of Freddie Freeman. Freeman is a Brave. Freeman rookie. Brave. Gold. This thicker case. Out of 539. That's a strange number. 539. That's weird. Juanita. Max Fried. So Max is with the Yankees. So I probably should sell all these. Color in there. I always thought that was a cool one. because he has a bat piece, which is pretty rare, and it's game used. Around the diamond, John Smoltz on card auto. Chuck, what's up, man? I totally forgot about you. So someone else had claimed that earlier that I had in another forum, that card, that Parker. But I could send you something else if the guy likes Parker. I've got plenty of his cards. I can just send you something. Yeah, like I said, Nick, this is just something, you know, if you're interested, I'll trade and sell any of this stuff. I'd rather trade, but I will sell, you know, but if there's something that you want to see, I could just, if you're on Facebook, that'd probably be the best. Nick, are you on Facebook? Because I can send pictures real easily there, you know, what I have here. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. This Cole Phillips guy, I don't know if he's still playing or not, but quite a few there. Love this card here, Lords of the Diamond. Great set. A lot of shine on these. Yeah, my bad. I had to honor that because it's you know, it's time stamped, and I don't want to mess up my relationship with those guys online, you know, and renege on a deal and go back and be like, hey man, I'm sorry I gave that away. Matty Olson, heavy lumber, the green Technicolor. This is all color. Refractors, relics, all numbered stuff. And then a little bit of base. That's a refractor to $4.99. But yeah, stack of Matty Olsons there. Austin Riley, 150 stamp, color. You get the idea. That's Freeman. Don't have a hobby. You know what? Wait a second. I may have a hobby platinum anniversary. I have the platinum anniversaries in a different location because I was going to get rid of the whole lot. We're going to post a whole lot of all these parallels for platinum anniversary. And this is all this is all color. Oops, color and autos. Platinum anniversary for all years. Here's a Freeman auto in the 10. That's a pretty low pop. This first year, if you know, these were super off-centered, poor quality control. Just tough to get 10s in anything. There's a cool Smoltzy Prism auto in a 10. I just have to go through. Oh, here's a stack of Brave stuff. It might be in here if I have it. Yeah, cards I held on to way too long. Gold of 50, black out of 10. Yeah, that's the boat on those. Here's I think these are some Braves right here. A stack. See if there's anybody in there. I thought I had one of his autographs. I could be wrong. Maybe it was for call that I was thinking of. White Sox. All right, Cole Hamels, Gross, Smoltz. Yeah, for call. That's who I thought I had. Smoltz, Strider, Soroka, Glavin. Yeah, like what am I doing with those cards? You know, you missed the boat. That's big money too. Those were not like $50 cards. Those were several hundred, and that's a lot of money to leave just sitting around. And now they're worth what, $20? So that always sucks. Let me see if I have more in this. That's sorted by team. Atlanta. There's a lot of autos in here, a lot of cool looking. Not very expensive, but man, we've got a nice signature on that. Them old players just got nicer looking signatures. Here's another one. I remember this kid was the rage. Justin Steele. That's out of number 10 out of 10, and that just sat there since 23. Yeah. How about this guy right here? That one. Beauty. The wonder. People still collect them. People still need them for their sets, believe it or not. Raffy D. Raffy D. Tristan. A lot of decent stuff in here. Wagner to 5. Paul Molitor. Yeah, well, you did. Yeah, that's the Braves that I had. Yeah, but honestly, like, are his cards going to go down? You know, it's a minor injury, but he's not up to this point not having his typical season. But he always warms up when it gets hotter. Yeah, a lot of pop-ups from him lately. So, yeah, or you could just trade me some other Indians cards. I've got tons of J-Ram. I've got autos. I got all kinds of stuff for J-Ram that are doubles. Yeah, Chuck, no worries, man. Yeah, I'll keep looking. If I come across something like that, I'll reach out to you. I've got tons of stuff. I may have something else. That was just a random stack of stuff that I was digging through a box and found a stack of autos. Is he a Pirates fan, or is it just only the Cobra? Parker, what are we, or is it all Pirates? Yeah, I'm definitely open to. There's a cool I think it's a first day issue. I just opened a box of Stadium Club the other day. 96, 94 Stadium Club first day issue. Those are tough inserts. Nick, I'll have to find you on Facebook here. What up, Jab Turkey? That's funny. Let me see if I can find you on the Facebook. Nick, are you under just your full name? I see you have one mutual friend, and that's Brett. So I assume that's you. Is that Nick and Andrea? I found you. Yep, I saw Brett as your mutual friend. So cool. There we go. I just sent you a message. Chilling on the deck. Nice, man. Hell yeah. Dude, great day, man. Send me a pic of that food, man. Yeah, that's great. My daughter's on a girls' weekend with the grandma and nieces. They're at Disney with Ray. Ray K's at Disney, but they're staying, I think, 10 days. So they're staying till tomorrow, I think, or the day after. I can't remember. It just rained. Oh, yeah, that sucks when it's hot. Yeah, I got the AC at like 75, it's nice and cool, but normally it's in the 60s, but it's just so hot outside. 70s feel great in here. So I'm going to keep on posting this. That guy wanted this brace elder. I should probably send him the rest of these. Found some more. He wants those. He paid for those, and I got these 1, 2, 3. This is the $4.99. $2.99. No power, huh? Ah, that sucks. Yeah, it's no good. Yeah, Nick. So just go to your microphone or your camera settings and take pictures with this part. So, snap a picture like that and then hit send. And it pulls it up in the message, and it doesn't eat up all your memory and having to take a photo, upload it from your photo box to Facebook. I just use the camera on here. But that's the easiest way. And I could take tons of pictures, and it's a lot faster. So yeah, send me 1,000 pics if you have to. Best way to do it is just spread them all out and take an overview, and I can always zoom in. That's the easiest way. And again, even if you don't have Indian stuff, short prints for Topps flagship. If I don't have it, I'd be interested because I collect the whole Topps run. So if it's a short print, like the stuff from 22 before they had those golden mirrors, with the different codes, any SP, SSP, super short print, all that stuff. That in Cleveland is basically what I'm after. I also like heritage real one autographs. Don't have to be expensive. Like I'm not looking for big names. I just like the real one autographs. So sorted by year, like and older, newer, doesn't matter. So this is like the minor leagues and stuff. And then, yeah, more minor leagues. Here's the 2023. So yeah, any of the heritage real one autographs, I'd be interested in. Nestor Cortez. Yeah, like stuff like this, I just, that's stuff I hang on to. Those are my, and then 90s inserts, any cool insert sets, if it's like a 10 card set and you have, you know, an extra one or something from the 90s, you know, whether it's the high end stuff like Beam Teams, anything that's a cool insert set, I'd be interested in. Do I have the 22 update Seaver Juan Yepes? I don't know. I'd have to check my binder. Actually, you know what? I was working on something recently. Let me see what I got up here. I think I got some of the modern stuff up here. No, I don't have anything up here. That's 2022 or modern. That stuff all back down on the shelves. But I'll check it out. Yeah, any of the SPs I'm interested in. Oh, that's great. Yeah, when that heat though rolls in, that stuff's brutal. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, Nick, and also like Otani, if there's a value with Otani and I could sell it, I'll be honest and be like, hey man, that's like a $80 card. I could sell it right now for 70 and then I'll put a value on something. And then you can use that for not the complete set variations. I don't want the complete set ones. I just want the regular short prints. Sorry. Yeah, those are like my three things that I'll trade anything here for. You know, and especially with the Otani stuff, like if you know what you have, if you've got a good card that's worth $300 and it's clean and ungraded, I mean, I'll be able to tell you like, hey, I can get that card sold for this price. You know, I have a buyer at $250. You know, no eBay, no nothing, and that's how much I can value it. Yeah, what's his name? Casey's doing the whole run in PSA 10s. I said, well, whenever he doesn't gem, send my way. You know, and I have a bunch, you know. I'm working a trade with a guy. He wants my St. Louis Cardinals stuff that I have. I just sent him like a handful of, you know, nicer cards, and he wants that Albert Pujols. That's the 1/1 that I pulled a while back in 23. So this is what he sent me in terms of values concerned. So this is what he has. Oh, this is what I have, and you guys tell me what you think. the hell did I do with those photos? Must have posted them. They're in here somewhere. But the Albert Pujols, Ozzie Smith, Cardinals cards is what he was after. He was after like the certain Cardinals. Yeah, I don't know why I don't have these pictures in here anymore. Anyway, I'll just share with you what he's offering or what he has available. So this is the SP Julio. I don't know if I have this. I have to check. This is the 22 update and a 10. Paper Judge. I would just buy this. I would just trade this just to be able to sell it. That's all this is for. So whatever it values at. It's a paper draft 10. He showed me this as well, which I thought was pretty cool, but I just passed on that one. Oh, we're ripping today regardless. Yeah. I mean, I would take the other 12 spots and just eat it and then not take the slabs, but yeah, I'm trying to rip today. Yeah, we're definitely ripping today. What happened to Suzuki? Praying for Seiya Suzuki. What happened? He get hurt? I heard he was having a pretty decent year. Finally had a good game, gets hurt. Oh, that sucks. He's in the lineup today as DH. Oh, people overreacting on the internet. Yeah. That's why you got to fact check things. Can Arias play third? Yeah, with the freaking arm that he has. Oh, that's cool. I follow this dude. He's got pretty good content. Always opening up like cheap packs and stuff. Jimmy King Sports Cards, if you ever follow him. He was down at the game. I didn't know that. I didn't know he's from Detroit either. But yeah, he does a pretty good job with content. Oh, man, look at that. Sal Stewart. Foil Fractor. Somebody pulled. Yeah, go and follow this high-end sports card group. Some sick cards, man. Hey, 100,000, 50,000. It's insane. I just go on there to look to see like what this stuff is actually selling for, and people are asking. Yeah, he had. I don't know what happened to these messages, but there was other stuff in here. Unless there was a, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm not good with technology. Don't ask me. Yeah, he had. Oh, here it is. I found them. Okay, here they are. I'm like, man, he had other cards. He had nice picks up too. So he had the Judge opening day, passed on that. He's got a nice clean Otani, maybe a little thin on the right, but it looks clean. He's got 2 of those. Definitely, I have this card, but I'm interested in the Bazana because my buddy Ray, that's always in your Ray K, he doesn't have one. So I'd be like, oh, I'll get one for him and try to get that. But he had a lot of good stuff, just stuff that I don't, I have Riley Green autos. I have Pete Alonso autos. Hit a lot of this stuff, which I know sells pretty well, but I'm not looking to take on work. That's a cool one. This is I like this because this is that girl illustrator something. I forgot her name, but she does these images. And you guys follow her, you guys know who I'm talking about. But she's really, really good artist. Oh, there it is, Lauren Taylor. Yeah, I think it's Lauren the Illustrator or something like that. I don't know if that's her nickname or that's her like a screen name or that was a type of card, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, check her out. She's cute too. Lauren Taylor. Let's look her up. Very talented. Lauren Taylor Illustrations. Yeah, there she is. Some really cool stuff. It's basically like image inside of an image, like the trophies. You see the fan or the teammates here next to Devers inside the jersey. That's a cool Harper. And she sells the like the prints and everything you can buy. Yeah, there she is with Tim Anderson. It's pretty cool. She should redo that one with Jose throwing the hook and Walker Buehler. Yeah, she's talented, man. She does some nice work. Lauren Taylor Illustrations. That's the Instagram. Yeah, so I think she has obviously a deal with Topps, for those cards. Cecil. Zach Gallen, Mike Trout, Tucker. Yeah. Didn't he have 2 batting titles, Smalls? Look that up if you can. I believe he had 2 batting titles. Yeah, this is the one I was going to get. I was like, well, I'm interested in that. The Skeens is an easy sell. I didn't say I'll take that one, but there's a nice Bo Bichette Brooklyn Collection rookie year, out of 15. Tucker, again, easy sell. This is a cool one. The silver pack, and he had this and a 10 Screwball. But yeah, so he had a handful of those, and he showed me these other ones. So yeah, I set everything aside. What he was interested in. Let's see what I had. I'm not overthinking the trade or anything. I just want to get something that I don't have to, deal with and worry about selling, So he said he was pretty much interested in all of these. Yeah, this is like just some. This is all Cardinal stuff. Yeah, 19 batting title. Okay. So there's Edmonds to 150, Matt Holliday to 25, Waino to 50, silver pack, some Ted Simmons on card, finest and archives, Bob Gibson to 25, a couple out of 50 and 99. That's the, I forgot what this, not gilded, whatever these are called. And it's 1968. I'm talking about the best pitching season of all time. His playoffs were amazing. Or 68. Come on. 1.12 ERA, 11 WAR, dominant, best pitching season by any pitcher. Not of my time, obviously, is before me, but I don't remember. I don't even remember seeing stats on like Christy Mathewson and all those other guys, right? But it's something I can like look up and somewhat relate to. Just amazing. You can get his rookie card for like $600-700 in a mid-grade. It's just insane how good these people were, and their cards just don't hold value. Killebrew, 500+ home runs. You get like a 5 or a 6 for like what, $700 for his rookie. This is a pretty low pop. This is the wave. There's only I think this was 25 or 30 of these, or no, 50 of the insert ones, and I think 30-ish of the base cards. But with the PSA 10, it's not doing it justice with this lighting. But there you go. You can see the just a great image. If you hold it like that, it just looks black. But such a cool card. And then there's an Ozzy auto. And then these are the base. I'm missing only one. I thought there was 3 others or 2 others, but apparently I think there's only one other. So I bought it. It was like $30, $35, and I offered the guy $15, and I got the black to 99 coming. So there's that one I pulled out of a hobby box, the Golden Rainbow 1 of 1. The red is like a $3 card, and this is like a $1 card. But so yeah, this is all the stuff that he wanted. So I'm just deciding what to do. Yeah. And again, certain cards, like I'm not going to trade like something cool like this or this for. It just has to be. I'm not just going to trade it to trade it. I'm perfectly fine holding on to awesome players like this and cool cards. Even this stuff. That's just it's a great card. It's cheap. Not expensive at all, but it's just a nice card to have. But I won't miss it if I get something in return that I like. The trouble is, he doesn't really have stuff I want. It'd be more along the lines of outside of that SP card, which I may even have. I just have to double check. And I don't care that it's graded. Do I need any of those other cards? No, I'm just like, what do you have that's valuable and an easy sale, right? Louis Hill. Okay, yeah, I got him for you. I think I got that for you. Smalls. I think I got that for you, dude. Louis Hill. Yanks. I think I have. I know I have some of his cards. I know what it is. All right. They're in here somewhere. Mr. Heel. This is ridiculous. A blue Donnie baseball, no sleeve. Severino to 99, no sleeve. Man, I suck. Okay. I know he's in here somewhere. Dominguez, what a bust. I'm calling him a bust. But as high as this stuff was selling for, I'm an idiot for hanging on to it. But I call him a bust. Chapman. Great card right there. Beautiful. I want to talk about some of the best refractors and shine. The older Panini stuff. Nothing touches it. Come on, Mr. Gill. I know he's in here somewhere. Red Hill. They're sprinkled in here. I know they're in here somewhere. Ichiro. Yeah, I mean, just when you look at these, I don't think there's a better refractor out there than this set. It's still a. I know it's a few hundred now, but those boxes were a lot cheaper. But man, I still think they're affordable, and you get what three to four or five autos in those boxes. There's still some big names you can hit. Got to watch for the redemptions, but there is some big names. I pulled a lot of good stuff out of there. I've also opened a lot, so I think it's still a great buy because you get a lot of action in those boxes. Ichiro. Higgy, nickname variation. No. This has got to go to a guy that sets up at a show. Like it's in a box to Smalls, but the guy that sets up at a show in New York, and this stuff would fly. Yeah. I know I've got some of this dude's cards in here somewhere. Florio Garcia. Or Schmitty. Harvey. Some random stuff here. Random Mickey Mouse sticker. This is all Volpe. Oh man, Volpe. I don't even like looking at the Volpe cards anymore. The amount of money I lost on the frickin' Volpes. That bastard. I'm an idiot for hanging on to him too long. I know I got more Yankees in here. I know I've got a stack of that guy. Volpe sucks. Yeah, I don't even like looking at it anymore because I had so many nice ones. All right, hang on. Garrett Cole. Maybe this box has the pictures in it. Who's this guy? Severino. B for Reno, Severino. Yeah. I got to get rid of stuff like this. I know those Yankees fans collect this stuff, but I need to find people that will take this, take a cut of the money, and put the work in, and I'll give you the cards. And I know I've got this dude somewhere. I'm on a side quest. Soto. Not many people like the Soto in the New York Yanks. Yanks uniform. Kind of like a villain. Found him. Knew I had some of this dude. Well, I don't know. I don't see any X-Fractors, dude. Auto. Diamond auto. Refractor green. Pink. Auto. Pink. Numbered. Negative. I'll have to check. I have a box of the colored stuff, like the pinks, the updates, and all that. What other X-Fractors are you looking for, Smalls? Do you have a list that you're looking for, or anybody you need that you don't have yet? Yeah, I'll put that Ichiro in the thing aside for you. Yeah, let me get it in a top loader. I got that, and then I have the Griffey in a 9. It's not an expensive card. I don't know if you needed the Griffey. I do have the Griffey Smalls in a PSA slab. I got it right here. Actually, and I have a raw one too. But yeah, I got it. Those stack of Griffey. I had it for sale for a while. Did you see the Kendall George for the Dodgers? The damn dog who blew his knee out. The dog came running up the dugout to get the bat in a minor game. He fucked his knee up. I'm like, how pissed would you be? You know, all that time you put in. Then little Cujo gets out there. I mean, I look at, and here's where I go left to right. This thing's every bit of a 10, man, because I've got another one, but man, I can't see it. This card was flawless. It's so nice. So in this same product, he's obviously in the Reds uniform, which people, they still collect them as in the Reds, but it's I can't see a damn thing wrong with this card. India and a Rosarina. Okay, let me write that down. I think I've got the Rosarina. And yes, Volpe still sucks. A Rosarina. A Rosarina. India. Kurtz and Baldwin. I don't. Wait, Nick Kurtz? Just a regular X-Fractor? It's not numbered, right? Did I have the A's? I think I may have had an A's. All right, you wanted the Mo Rivera too. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, all this shit's gonna go to all this stuff. This not the stuff that's like by player, but all this oddball stuff is gonna go to. It's gonna go to. Where the hell did that card go? It's going to go to Alan, grade-worthy trading cards. And he's got to pick through it, make a deal, and then send me all the stuff back that he doesn't want. Where the hell did that card go? You just have it out. We were just talking about it, right? We were just saying how nice it was. There he is. All right, let me see if I got that Kurtz. I don't think I have the bulb. I might have that Kurtz. It's not the debut one, right? It's not this one. Is this the card? This is the Prism, but that's the debut. Does he have a regular card that's like not the non-debut from that same set or no? I think that's the one you're talking about, right? That's what it is. Miles and miles. Could be wrong. How's this kid doing? Anybody know? Zach Gillow? What did I do with all those Nick Kurtz cards I had? I know I didn't sell them. Somewhere. Dude, I'm making that Kool-Aid today. That's what it says. I'm making that Kool-Aid and drinking all of it. There's one I found a nice refractor that's gradable. Jacob Wilson. Man, there's somewhere. I had a stack of his cards. I know that. I haven't sold a single Nick Kurtz card since he's been good or whatever. No, I know I've got more than just one Nick Kurtz card, that's for sure. Sorry, dude. There's somewhere, but if I have it, it's yours. Plenty of Jacob Wilson, but no Nick Kurtz. Jesus, I suck. This is why I get frustrated. Having too much garbage. And then I can't find anything that you need. It's in the box. It's unsorted somewhere. Losing all hope and losing all value, that's for sure. Ain't doing me no good sitting in the box somewhere. Sorry, Small. I can't find. I know I have the Indians and break. I'm almost positive I had at least two of them. Yeah. I know I had those cards sorted. The reds are done. Where Indians are. He was with the reds, obviously, right? I'm kind of pissed I can't find those Nick Kurtz cards. I have some boxes here in the store. Kind of like better stuff that I'm going through. Maybe the stack of Nick Kurtz here. Let me check the reds. Let's see if I can find it. Funday. These are all sorted, so it shouldn't be too bad. At least I'll find out if I have this or I don't quickly. Friedel Lane. Spencer Steer. All right, see if we got any luck. Here's the Indias. Not looking good. Negative. Sorry, Smalls. That's all I got. 2 refractors for you. I gotta find those damn. Even if I don't have the extractor, but you know I do. Because I had multiple open break spots. If you ever get it. Oh, I know you want that card. Yeah. I did say if I ever moved it, you'd have first crack at it. Yeah, I know I have more than 2 Nick Kurtz cards, but this one seems pretty nice. Maybe a hair off top to bottom. That's a refractor. Probably can hang on to a Bowman first. Yeah, for sure, man. I definitely, honor that. Because like I said, I know I have a lot of bobbies, and I put a few up for sale. But you know what's crazy about the product? It's just so tough to get parallels out of, and they're all in. Well, the blue one I had was in rough shape, not rough shape, but it was just way off centered. I sold it for a lot of money. I got good money for it, so I'm not complaining. But it's Smalls. Did you need the Griffey too? Because I have an ungraded one. That the refractor. I pulled a second one later on. I don't know if you needed the Griffey and the Reds refractor in addition to these two. That's funny. Just find my want list and go buy it and be like, hey, look what I found. Look what I pulled. Yeah, I know. Well, they just don't come up. That's the thing. You just don't see them. And it's not just him. It's other players too, man. Like the Spencer Strider that I have. There's only a handful of those that gemmed, and the rest are whatever. They're out there somewhere. But there's still a lot of that product out there. Then they raise the prices on, like the blowouts had it. Remember those like weekend deals they had sometimes where it was I don't know, 600 some bucks for a case or whatever. It was like really cheap one time. And now they're asking crazy money because of Bobby, but everybody that knows that product, it's absolute shit. Like I got a Devers orange auto out of 25 that's off-centered. My blue Bobby that I pulled was off-centered. Yeah, I got the ball one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just nice. It's clean. But I know I got that ready here. That's why that product's so great, man. You pull it, and it's not that there's a quality issue. It's just the centering, honestly. It's not like the cards are all tore up or anything. Yeah, like this one, just a little bit more. It's a little thinner on the right. See right here and here, just a little bit. But I mean, look at the surface. Small line here, but again, that stuff rubs out. These are not like deep scratches or anything. That's just how it comes out of the pack. But yeah, nothing's better than these refractors from this year. And they all got that thick cardstock. Yeah, these are super nice. All right, I'll toss those aside for you. Now, Rosarina, is that going to be the one? Is he going to be with? Hey, Adam, what's up, man? Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got the purple set. Do you still have those cards? Because I've got that set. Rosarina, who is he with in this one? What team? Is he on the Cardinals or is he on the Rays? It's a good word, Adam. Guys, I really want to rip this today. You want me to? I can do I can adjust the team. He's with the Cardinals. Okay, I'm going to make a note of that. I'll check the Cardinals here. That one I don't know if I have. I know I have a ton of Rosarina cards. I'm just thinking away if I slim this down, but then that defeats the purpose of the PSA. You know what? Let me fire up the Facebook, see if I can get some people on Facebook. Fire up the Facebook Live. How cool was this card back in like 89, early 90s? Man, you had that card, it was like walking around with money. Pulling those from the wax pack, that Dawn Rust wax pack smell. Oh man, it still has the smell on that one. Nothing better than that card. It's like the Don West when he says that you want to pick up chicks, tell her you bought the Don West deal. You're walking out with 200-year arm. I love the Don West. Deals. Did everybody done eating lunch? What's everybody eating for lunch? Is that over yet? Or are you guys still working on that? All right, I'm working on sales and trades. That's what I'm working on. Sales and trades. Get her done. Get her done. Whew. How about them skankies? I'm going to work on my Cleveland Indians binders next. I have the power. Anyone see the new He-Man movie? I have no interest in seeing like that remake stuff, but eventually I'll get around to it. What are you guys' thoughts on this flare pack? Should I keep it like this or should I get it graded? This is that flare box that I opened up the other day. And I got the Griffey on the back. Yeah, I'm debating on going to the National, but the problem with the National is, I mean, it's more of a hangout and seeing people. The problem with the National is that if I'm going to get a card like a mantle, it's just so overpriced at the National. Now there's reasonable dealers, right? There's reasonable dealers and all that good stuff. But for the most part, people are absolutely out of their mind when you look at prices of cards. And those are the guys I go up to. I'm like, hey, I've got these slabs. You know, what do you pay? What percent are you paying? And they're like, oh, I'm paying this. I'm like, well, I see you got that Koufax rookie for $3,000. I'll take, forget 85. I'll take 80%, and I'm happy because they're so overpriced, right? That's just how it is at the National. JT, what up? What's the good word? JT, I still got all those cards here for you, man. I got to get these things out of my house. They're just in a massive pile. Yeah, did you hear what they did with my Mickey Mantle that they lost? I paid $250 plus shipping, insurance there and back over 2 months for a card that's supposed to be done in 10 days. Yeah, let's work on that right now, JT. Let me go. I got a box here. Let's load this up. Now, do you want them in like separate boxes? Because what I've got is like 660 counts. I went and picked up some of the 660 counts because I didn't have any of the 800s won't fit in there. So I went and got a stack of some more 500s and 660s. And I'll tell you how many I could fit. So these are the case boxes that they come in. You know, the regular case boxes that we get like hobby stuff. But it's real it's the real thick cardboard, real thick I guess they call that 5/8 heavyweight. Because I'm gonna have to go UPS with this one. Because I can fit 660 count is what I went and picked up because they fit perfectly in here. Because the 800 counts are too long. Well, yeah, I don't want to just ship the cards like stacked in that big box. You know what I mean? They'll get destroyed by the time they get to you. I got this pile. Just stacks upon stacks. I'm just going to load them up in here and see how many Rubik's Cubes we can get. I mean, there's everything in here. There's Bowman, some Chromes, some 83s, some Holidays. Bryce Harper. Yeah, all good stuff in here. I mean, the big hits obviously are gone. And there's some cards that were like, had a little bit of damage to them that I just won't sell. I either throw them away or give them away. But there's some cool cards in there, some autos, a couple relics, a handful of stuff like that you can pick through. So cool to have, you know, but having a card that's damaged and just disclosing stuff like that is just not worth doing. Some George Brett. Ricky. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah. I can get 8 of these in here. Stack them right. Joseph, there's like there's a lot of these refractors and stuff that were like they were like miscut. You can see like some of these are miscut. They got like a little dimple here. That'll probably rub off, but there's a James Wood. Yeah, some of these are decent, and there's some refractors in here, but you can see they're like miscut. But it's still these are still some good prospects in here. Yeah, whatever you don't want, just toss it in the trash. There's a lot of 22 in here too. 22 Heritage. I think these are autographs. Yeah, here's out of 175. These players, I don't even know who the hell they are, but it's a gold auto. Here's some purples. Blake Snow. Yeah, no specific order. They're just stacks and stacks of stuff that I either opened or had in boxes. Random stacks of chrome cards. Two, three, four, 6. Maybe I can get 9 in the box. We'll see if I stack these vertically. I can do some temperatures here. For sure, I can get 8 in here. For sure, 8 boxes. More chrome. There's some mojos here. Mojo. Mojo. I'm going to stack the tops of these boxes too, Chris. If I lace them over the top, then they don't shuffle around. That's what I'm going to do. Pack these babies tight as possible so they don't move. Oh, that's perfect. That's why I like these 500 counts, because you can get cards in right over the top. Like if you're shipping a slab or something, or a top-loaded card, you don't have to waste a bunch of space. What's everybody eating today? I know Smalls told me what he's eating. That's it. Haven't heard anybody else. Nada. boxes are going to be 40 pounds. I would assume. I can get 9 in here. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's going to be 8 boxes. 8 boxes. Joseph, I'm going to do like a good mix of stuff, so you're not ending up with all the same product before I send anything else. Like different years and stuff like that. Stacks of different. I wonder if I could ship like a 5-row box. How damaged it would get. I wonder if we try that. I do have a 5-row box here, or 4-row box. I just tape that up and send one of those. What that would look like. All right, let's see what Aiden these weigh. I'm gonna guess 40 pounds. Oh. 29. $29. Not too bad. 29 pounds. Oh yeah, no worries. That's funny. My daughter's at Disney too with the girls. Yeah, they just went for 10 days too. But I think they come back Monday. I gotta check. But yeah, my daughter wants to come home. She's like, she's done. She's like, she's out of it. That's just too long of a trip. But you know how it goes. It's 30 pounds. Let's see what this is gonna make this box. On the top. If I flip these boxes. Okay, I can get one more that way. This way. So I can get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can get one more. Go ahead and a pound or two. Some Bowman. Yeah, like these Bowman base sets, and all the rookies are in here and paper. You can probably make some sets out of these. There's a ton of paper in here. That's, I mean, the Bobbies are gone from 22 with the rest of the guys. Bobby and Julio. The rest there's plenty of guys. Still good. If I do that, that's not gonna work. 9 is the max on that. Yeah, I mean, even on vacation, that's too long. I mean, you really got to be like retired, and have all your shit caught up at home. You know, landscaping done, driveway pressure wash, everything done. Nothing on the list to be able to go for 10 days somewhere. All right, let's see what this looks like. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about taking a vacation, but I think that's the mindset where you lose a couple days just like unwinding, getting out of work mode. Yeah. Measures on this. Top 15. The winds are still the same. 12, 12, 13. So 12 wide. 12 by 13. Let me weigh this again just to make sure. Flip scales. $6.2, not 29. 26.2. Let me see what UPS is, or UPS is $43.49. Let me see if there's anything cheaper. Oh no, Ground Saver, $38.73. Let's see what we got here. Oops. Let me see if I can move this camera up. So yeah, 38.73. That's what we're looking at. That's gonna be the best one. I don't know what UPS Ground is, but there's Ground Saver. Yeah, $38.73. 87 bucks for UPS. That's crazy. Or USPS. So the post office is 87 bucks. That's pretty wild. They don't even have an option that's like remotely close to that price point. That's insane. 87 bucks for UPS or USPS. It's like I think they just don't want to take heavier packages is what it is. I mean, they got those smaller trucks or those smaller mail vans. Yeah, I got stacks of like the same stuff, but you've got plenty of like 22. UPS Ground Saver must be dropped off at UPS. Yeah, I know that. What the hell is this? Same Ground Saver would look different because UPS uses USPS for like. Oh, it has to be dropped off at UPS. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I see what they mean. No worries. I got a UPS store right by the house. Only hand UPS Ground Saver package to UPS or they may not be delivered. Yes, we know that. Oh, because they have them do their deliveries sometimes. Yeah, because it says on here USPS parcel select, but it goes to UPS. Yeah, because it's 1Z. That's a UPS tracking number. And then it also has a USPS. So they decide where they want these to go. That's what they do. Like probably if they have room on a plane or something, they need to ship this on. If it's going to go like freight or it's going to go airmail. That makes sense. I wonder why they had a disclaimer here. I didn't think that was a thing. Sean, what's up? Today is June 14th, not 13th. Is it really? Shit, I don't know, man. I can't keep up anymore, Sean. You know that. It is the 14th today. see who's pitching today. Look at the date on your phone or computer. Yeah, I just did. I had to double check that. You know I don't have my shit together.
'73, Jalen Brunson hit for 45 points and was named series MVP. For the latest headlines at the top and bottom of the hour, set a preset on the free iHeartRadio app to WTAM 1100. I'm Brian Mengel.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
It's coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th.
Oh, what time is the game today?
For a weekend full of superstar performances. Are you ready? Personal lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
Oh, it's raining outside? I haven't even looked outside. It's raining. It's postponed. That was 30 minutes ago.
2020 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
That sucks.
As Apple finally fixed Siri, my hands on impressions of the new Siri AI. Your Facebook and Instagram feed are about to show more and more stuff based on what you look at on the internet.
Auto for 2, auto for 3. Let's see what we got here. What we got.
This is Rich on Tech. This is the show where I talk about the tech stuff you should know about. It's also times where I answer questions about technology. I believe the tech should be interesting and fun. Let's open up those phone lines at AAA Rich 101. That's 888-722-4101.
Okay.
Press the button right there. Give me a call if you have a question about technology or need some tech advice. Email is also an option. Just go to richontech.tv and take contact. Phone line 888 Rich 101. All right, guests this week, Andrew O'Hara was hanging out with me up at Tino for WWDC. He is the editor at Apple Insider. He's going to join me to break down some of these announcements and his thoughts on
Standard.
topic. The University of Montreal explains why people across the country are pushing back on these things. Data centers, you think you want it? Yeah. Many people are saying no. Well, the big news the week is that Apple may have 5 big deals. Tino for now.
Maybe, just maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then the next day and a half, you spend features talking all the folks at Apple and how this stuff works. That's the best part about going in person versus what you can see on YouTube. Let's get to the major announcements. But first, it was Tim Cook's last time to welcome the crowd to WWDC. The way they do this, they have some of the executives come on stage to welcome the in-person crowd. This is all filmed outside, by the way. This part is not live streamed, but then they toss to that pre-recorded presentation that anyone can watch. And the This all used to be live, by the way. COVID changed all that. Tim Cook said it's been 15 years of WWDCs for him, which actually lines up with exactly the number of years that I've been covering this. He kept it short and sweet, but you know, it's a bit of a moment there. He's stepping down as CEO, handing the reins to a new guy, John Turnus. Now, normally, this is a long, drawn-out keynote. This could be up to 2 hours. They go over each platform: iOS, Apple Watch, Apple TV, Mac OS, Vision Pro. But this time it was kind of disjointed. They started with the name of the new Mac OS Golden Gate. Then they went right into how they're cleaning up the pieces of liquid glass, which means iOS 27 is going to have a new slider that lets you go from completely clear to completely non-clear. It is opaque. Who uses that word? When was the last time you ever used the word opaque? So I would say completely clear to non-clear. In between. And iOS 27 is really about polishing it all in work. So they say absolutely guys to photos are there with AirDrop transfers faster. Basically, Apple, as I understand, went in and looked at all of the code and found as many ways as they could to type it all up in the iPhone via Snap here.
Man, why were they just destroying stuff after the game? That's crazy. I'm sorry, but who'd want to be in New York City right now with all that nonsense going on? It's crazy. I mean, it's not the real news, but the real news is what you see online. What the news doesn't show you, like the actual, like what the hell is wrong with these people? This is insane. Yeah, I just don't get these people, man. They all should be having a good time. These are some wild videos. Yeah, look at these guys. They're just happy. They're dancing, hanging out. Everyone's having a good time. It may not be your crowd, but why can't you just have a good time? These people are just like, I don't get it. Like, what's the joy in that? Oh.
Oh man, my God, it's flawless.
Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Kobe.
Kobe. That's chicken.
Two-homer game for Max Muncy. It's pretty cool. This is insanity. Look at these guys. Someone came up and hit Rodman, so he chased him down. This guy's taking on everybody. This is at the game. And this young punk comes up behind and smacks this dude in the back of the head. He chases him down. Someone tries to trip him. He's taking on it. He's taking on anybody. Look at these idiots. This is crazy. Like everybody with their cell phones out, recording this poor guy. Why would you want to just go up to somebody like that and start fighting? That's it. That's the only guy I saw that stood up to every single one of those people in that crowd. Everybody else just got their phones out and watched. Oh, it's just amazing, man. Yeah, these comments are great. No one would stand up to fight one man. That's definitely a guy you'd want on your corner, though. I'll tell you that. He took every single punch and turned around and went after every single one that was hitting him or throwing something at him. Ay, ay, ay. Man, when I go out, I just want to drink. I want to have a good time. I don't want to deal with no nonsense like that. Man, Blaze Jordan with a monster shot. That's got to feel good, man. That's cool. From 500-foot homers with the aluminum bat. That you ever see that video? At 13 years, yeah, I think it was I think it was in Cleveland. It was the Futures game. You know what? I think he was here in Cleveland because I went to that game. Let's see. 13-year-old Blaze Jordan home runs. Uh, 395-foot bombs at Globe Life. No, that's not it. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, this is the Futures game. Yeah, there he is. That's in Cleveland. Killing it. 500-foot home runs. And the Sox gave up on him. But yeah, man, hit his first home run. It's pretty awesome to see how far down he went, and then now he's back on top. Let's see if I get some volume on this one. Oops.
Driven high in the air. Driven high in the air. Belted. Blaze Jordan's first big league homer. Unreal.
That's awesome. Yeah, Joseph, at 13, you should see the Derby though. Like he was crushing him in Cleveland. All the pros were out there watching him. It was awesome.
Driven high in the air. Belted. Blaze Jordan's first big league homer.
Good for him, man. It took him a long time to get there, but he's only 23. It's not old. Let's just see if he, he's on a good team now. He's on the Cardinals. Hopefully he has a good shot, and, he's not just here to platoon or anything like that. I don't know if he got called up due to skill or an opening. I don't follow the Cardinals, so I'm hopeful that he got called up because they needed somebody, and he's going to stick around. Which that would be awesome to see. Yeah, there's some better videos. That's just like a small, YouTube or Facebook short, whatever they call those. So it's not going to be too in depth. But those future games are so small. It'd be cool if they had like a little 3-day tournament, like a round robin tournament where you play each team once, put together like 6 good squads. I think that would be cool. like single elimination. You could do that all day. You could play a doubleheader, then the next day play the championship instead of just the one game. Then they could start the festivities early, like on a Wednesday actually the All-Star game's usually in the middle of the week anyway. I don't know if it's been on the weekend, some of those, but
I've seen people lose everything they have when they're sleeping out in their cars in the park. One of my biggest nights and our biggest score ever, I beat him for 42,000. Nobody else was there to about 1,000. I got to get 1,000. Lips are moving. This is my job. This is what I do.
It brings a lot of action to see the show.
Now you can be a world champion. You can find things for each other. That's pretty simple. I have to take the hit. You don't think I can make 50 out of 100? You don't like one next four. The guy in the pool room tells me that he's going to fly to the pool next week. I'm going to bet on him. I can bowl, I can sing ball. I won money in ways you never believe. I beat a guy who played 5,000. I've seen people lose everything they have with a sleep out. So here's the
So you can do that on the iPhone with the action button, but it's not.
Still no game. Must be more rain coming. All right, anybody watching? We got 11 spots left. Just drop a comment if you're interested. And the pin link has all the details. Every spot gets a slab in addition to all the cards that go with it. All right, y'all. Maybe I'll jump on later. I'm out of here. Time to go eat, relax, and hopefully get this Indians game in if the rain stops. Anybody that's watching, if you're in, I will let you know once I go back live. 11 left, and once we get that filled, I'll shoot you a text or an email. All right, y'all. See you.